Alright everybody, lead meteorologist John Choquette here. I'm at my house. Different setup today. No green screen. I don't have a green screen set up in my home. So hope you guys are ready to do this. We have a chance for some hail today, and I feel like I'm at this point almost crying wolf, saying that there is that chance that we're going to see some hail across the Dallas area today. I'm going to jump right into that here, guys. Put your attention over in this general area so you can see my hail forecast. Again, this is a different setup than what I normally have. I'm in my office at my house, and we are live doing this video here. Make sure you have your notifications set up. That's no different than what we normally have here. Go to your notification options and go ahead, click on notification settings, and make sure you go and you click on your various things that you wish to receive your notifications from, desktop computer, through your push notification through your phone, and make sure you obviously have those push notifications set up within your iPhone itself, and going into your email as well. Select the regions you wish to be notified for, such as Dallas or just Texas or even the whole country. Moving forward here, guys, here's our map for today. Looks like we have a chance for some hail, and honestly, I should have probably bumped this up a little bit more. I was honestly, I was cooking some food like literally right before we do this. So basically, we have a triple point that's going to be setting up this afternoon. We have some rain moving through the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex right now, and there's going to be that intersection of the warm front, the cold front dry line, and that is going to be your triple point, and that's going to be setting up somewhere around in here, over by Seymour. So I think storms are going to storms are going to form probably a little bit after 4 o'clock this afternoon. It might just be one storm, so I have a fairly narrow looking setup here, and I think storms are going to form, and they are going to move to the south and east generally. Taking Fort Worth, and I'm making it go. I'm saying just verbally from 10% to 15%. I think the chances are a little bit higher now, looking at some stuff that came in while I was cooking breakfast. And do you guys like the chat up above my head? It's away from everything. Just little note. Anyway, so I think storms are going to form, and they're going to move through the area. The biggest question I have right now is whether or not it's going to turn into a supercell when it moves through the Fort Worth Metroplex, Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex, or if it's going to be a line. Now, some indications earlier were showing it was going to line out pretty quick, and the more recent data that I'll show you guys in just a second was actually favoring more supercells. So we're gonna watch this. I'll be home most of the day. I have some errands to run, but I'll obviously come back, or if it looks like if a storm forms far enough to the north and west and it looks like it's gonna hold itself together, I'll try to get to the office for live coverage. But of course, if that's not the case, I'll most likely be home for a live coverage, and Heather is on call this weekend. She's going to be available obviously for whenever storms do get going. They'll generally move through the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex probably somewhere between 6 p.m., and 8 p.m. is probably your timeline on that. Again, 15%. I know I have it written as 10 here on the map. I'm upping it to 15%. Again, this was stuff I didn't have enough time to get everything going before I had to get this video going here. So 15%, and then maybe 10% for Dallas. I think the chances decrease the further east across the Metroplex you get, so this might be Fort Worth's time to shine here. We'll see how things pan out. Again, hail up to golf ball size. I wouldn't be shocked if there was a couple 2-inch reports. But again, generally around golf ball, no crazy softballs today. I don't think there's enough instability in the air to get that going. I think it'll be more of a high volume hail type day. It's pretty chilly, really cold air aloft that usually yields more higher volumes of hail. So you could get some higher volume hail there today, even knowing the sizes will be a little bit smaller. And it's going to wrap up pretty quick. You see here by Athens, I have a 2%, and it's just down to half dollar size. I think at that point it's really going to start to turn into a line and minimize that hail threat as much as possible here. So I'm going to push this forward a little bit to look ahead at tomorrow's chance. And yeah, Jonathan asking, DFW going to get hail today? I think it's possible. It's a better chance than what I was looking at yesterday. Maximum size is not going to be as big as what I think the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex is used to getting. I know you guys are kind of spoiled with the usual baseball, the softball size hail. I don't think that's going to be the case today. I think a higher volume, closer to golf ball to 2-inch, and further west in the metro, you get the better chances you have. 15% probably for Fort Worth, and maybe closer to 10, 5, 10 for Dallas. So for tomorrow, there's a chance for some storms. It'll either be a line or a couple of models were shown that actually the line would break up a little bit here, and so give that chance for some more hail up to, I'm saying up to ping pong ball size as possible. Places like Jackson, New Orleans, Pensacola, Mobile, even getting close to like Tuscaloosa, Alabama. I think that's what we're going to see tomorrow. I'll have a video tomorrow updating for that as well. And with that, I'm going to now show you guys the model, show you what we were looking at for today. Let me just move my thing over here. There we go. All right, guys, got the HRRR up for you. Let me make it so I can see myself again. There we go. All right, guys, so this is the high-resolution rapid refresh model. I use this all the time on day of events. And so this is right now, I see the rain pretty much scattered about here across Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex. I can even show you current conditions, and that correlates with what is happening right now. And we move forward a little bit here, get closer this afternoon. You see some storms trying to form across central Texas. But then the more important stuff is over here, a little closer. This is the Dallas area, a little closer to there. It shows it, and this run has a storm move through Fort Worth and down towards most of Fort Worth, and then down through the southern sides of the area and towards Arlington. And at this point, I think it starts to bow out a little bit. So we probably would see the hail start to wind down pretty quick. And then after that, it's a line. So I think today is boom or bust. There's going to be probably one storm, and it's just going to be, is it going to form right by the area? I think in terms of how things have been trending, let's see what is 16Z. Is this next run out far enough yet? Not quite. Since the way things are trending, I'll go back another run to the one before that. It looks like, I know a lot of you guys who watch in Dallas have known and worked the Dallas area, know that McKinney and Frisco and Plano have been hit multiple times over the past 3 years. It seems to be that's the only place. This is looking more likely that it's not going to be in that area. You can see it's a little further away. It's been trending generally just the tiniest bit more south and west. So I think that puts Fort Worth a little bit more in risk for today. And just another note, after today and tomorrow, it looks very quiet. Unusually quiet for the last week of April. So hopefully we get something out of this. And we'll see here. This is the latest model coming out. This is at about 4 o'clock. We have one lone supercell, and here's Fort Worth. So I think, yeah. Again, that stays in line with my forecast. I have about 15%. Again, I think the hail sizes are going to be limited down to about 2-inch size hail. So that's what we're really looking at for today. Beyond today, let's see. I haven't looked too much yet. Again, I was doing some stuff around the house before I got on here, so I haven't really had a chance to look at too much. Take a look at the American model, the GFS, real quick. Just the upper level winds, the jet stream, and just kind of seeing what we got going on here. This is the system through this weekend, and it kind of meanders and just hangs out in the southeast, and that's not where you want a storm to hang out at. That kind of kills your moisture, makes it chilly, and then if I'm not mistaken, we're going to get towards next weekend, and yeah, there we go. Here's the polar vortex trying to sneak its way back down south again. This one isn't as pronounced as it was showing the runs yesterday, but again, that's just continuing that theme of what I was talking about earlier this week, the southern stratospheric warming, the blocking in place, and the continued dislodging of the polar vortex, which has caused this infinite winter, it feels like, especially places like back in my home state in Connecticut, where it has been cold forever. So, and this run doesn't get to the end, and we're going to have to watch this system here. This is, whoops, we're going to watch this system over here going into next weekend. I think what's going to happen with that is the models have a really hard time with this system because it's usually a cutoff low, and when a cutoff happens, it tensions out pretty quick off severe weather right at the tail end of roll. And if it kind of meanders back here, then we'll at least get some moisture return, and that'll make it so at the beginning of May, I think we could actually see some activity. So I think that's what we're looking at, and that's how far this brings us to Sunday morning. The model hasn't come out far enough yet, so that's what we're we're looking at through this week. I'll show the moisture to show how this upcoming week, again, the last week of April is typically when activity really turns on, even on like down years. There's usually some sort of activity. Like 2014 was a crap year, and that had a big outbreak, the only real outbreak in the last week of April. 2015 had a bunch of activity, and 2015 was a complete garbage year. And this year seems to really want to say, hang on, guys, hold my beer. Let's watch what I can do. And again, this week, I think this week's going to be very, very quiet. So it's a good time to just kind of get yourself, if we have storms in Dallas today, a good time that you don't get that work in. And for other folks just to kind of continue just trying to find old damage and stuff, and we can help you guys out with that as well. So you can see the moisture by next weekend, that moisture is beginning to return as the system begins to move into our area. So with that, I'm going to wrap stuff up. Guys, if you have any questions, I can answer them for you. If not, just make sure you follow us on Facebook. Chances are most of you already do. We do these videos every day. A lot of you guys are pretty regular watchers, and we thank you very deeply from the bottom of my heart that you guys are regular viewers and watch us like the news. And follow, but if you're first time watching, hit that follow button. Go on to See First, and you will see our posts at the top of your news feed. Even if you miss our push notifications, they'll pop up, and then you don't miss any of our videos, any of the maps available, and especially when we do live continuing coverage, because that is not a set time every day. That's obviously whenever storms get close to metro areas, and if we do live coverage for storms heading towards the Dallas-Fort Worth area today, of course you guys want to make sure you see that. So make sure you do hit that See First button. Any more information you guys have, more information you guys want, any questions you want answered, go ahead and give us a call, 855-334-4245. No one's in the office today, but we'll still answer your calls. They get forwarded to our cell phones. Email us at info@hailtrace.com or visit us on hailtrace.com, and you can talk to us through intercom. I can actually show you guys that, what it looks like when you go on our homepage here. Give me 1 second. This over real quick. Come on, get over here. You know you want to come over here. Okay, so as this page loads, I'll show you guys. Intercom should pop up in the bottom corner of your screen. See this little icon right here? That is intercom. You click on that, and you can message us directly on there. Any questions you have about the weather, any problems you might be having with our app, or any just comments you want to make, concerns, questions we haven't answered for you about our products or anything, it pushes it out everywhere to our entire staff. Yes, there's an automated response thing, but our whole staff does see the messages that get sent to us, so when we respond to them as quickly as possible. So with that, guys, hopefully we'll see you a little later on today. We have with the storms possible across the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex, and hopefully we'll be back with that live coverage later on this afternoon. Just keep your eye out on your phone and your email for those push notifications if we do live coverage, and do those hail dances so we can get another storm, hopefully in a different part of the Metroplex. I know a lot of you guys are really kind of getting sick of McKinney and Plano and Frisco having all the fun. So that, I'm going to wrap it up. Hope you have a great rest of your Saturday. If I don't see you, I'll see you again tomorrow at 12 o'clock for our hail forecast. And like always, I'll see you guys later. I guess I'll play the commercial.